Welcome to Homemaking with Mima. My name is Wendy, and in today's video we're going to get some things into the brand new upright freezer, and I'm going to bring you along with me. A good portion of the stuff I had in containers is in this freezer, and then I did put some things that weren't in containers in there, so we're going to get those out. Sorry for the noise, it's probably really loud. Okay, we'll start with that. Instead of talking you through this, I'm just going to bring you along. How's that? Because then you're not hearing all the rattling and the shifting and all that. So that's what I'm going to do. So I have everything in there. Not that it's gonna stay in that spot, but I have a shelf here for some freezer meals. I like to keep chubs of beef in here. That's our 2024, so that it's easier access instead of having to try to unstack everything that's in there. And I have room here to put some freezer meals as well. If I put them in casserole dishes and I flash freeze them, then I should be able to stack more on here. I'll just take this out and put the freezer meals here. I put all the bagged cheese here. I just didn't know what to do with them. This is my daughter's going to be her shelf, and I'm not going to let her overtake everything. And then she's got shelves down here as well. And then I have shelves up here. And this down here, it's kind of awkward because it comes at an angle. But I think I'm going to keep my breads down here that I make, and then any bagged like potatoes or like seasoned chicken packets. And you know what I mean, that kind of thing. It's just awkward. And I don't want anything super heavy pushing against this because this is plastic. It's not metal. So that's it for the upright freezer. We'll get it shut. I've had it open for quite a while. Now in here is the rest of our 2024 beef and pork. my daughter's stuff. This is stuff that's out of the other freezer because we are going to be picking that up like in a day. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but I had to empty it so that I made room. And I have room in here as well for overflow, and I can keep it in, you know, containers or boxes. But if need be, I can make some broth and can it, get some of this out of here. But I'll bring you over just so you know. I'm going to keep this box because it did sit well in here on that awkward shelf thing right there. But this is empty. And like I said, we're going to be, I think my husband told me that we're going to pick it up tomorrow. So I'm not going to unplug this. I'm just going to leave it plugged in. And so that is it. We got it done before, oh, I got to go shut this one. Can tell I'm exhausted. All right. We got it all done before our new beef and pork came. So that was the main goal. The main goal. Now, if that freezer stays there, we're not sure. We'll see how it works right there. It is pulled away from the wall in the back so that there is airflow. If I need to pull it out more, I can. A viewer did suggest placing it in this closet right here. Unfortunately, I am not the only one that uses this closet. I did take over the room. I did not take over the closet. There's 2 other people in the house. If I could, I would. I did put a lot of stuff in here, though, that I had in the room. So that's in the way here. So, yeah, we can get things figured out. And I do have the closet doors that are right there. I do have some room for some other storage, too, if I need to back there. And or if we need to eventually move the canning shelf down some, we certainly can. I'm not going to empty this whole thing just for 1.5 feet. That's not happening. We'll work with what it is. I do have a plug-in that's back there. It is behind them shelves. It does kind of make it so that I can't access it. But I'm okay with that. The freezer's plugged in right there, so I'm good with it. And I did put an extension cord behind this one so that I can plug other things in. So, all right, that's going to wrap this up. I am able to get the table opened up in here. It does make the room seem a lot smaller, but I'm okay with that. I have a different table upstairs, a black one that is thinner and more lightweight that I can certainly bring down here to work on if I want to. I just keep it upstairs because it is lightweight and easy for me to open up and then tuck away. So like I said, it's going to wrap this up. We've got the freezer, things in the freezer, an empty one for the beef and pork. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I want you folks to make it a really great day.